Hello everyone, how are you doing today? I am back with my review of IDW Sonic the Hedgehog, issue number 19. And before I get into the actual book, I just want to say, is this not the most ill-fitting cover you have ever seen? Like, I guess I haven't gotten into the actual book yet, but given what you know about the book up till this point, like, it's weird. Like, yeah, like the Zombots are still there, like, Sonic still has some Metal Virus stuff on him, but it's very, like, cartoony, and it's, like, it's just weird. Also, you see the thing there, Crisis City Part 1, which is like... I mean, I guess it features a city in crisis, but it is not the Crisis City. So I don't know why they felt the need to throw that title around, but... Regardless, let's get into the actual book. So it opens up, Rouge calls Sonic into the city, and he comes, he's trying to save some people, he meets up with Omega. And Omega's just unloading on these Zombots. And Sonic's like, whoa, wait, Omega, you gotta hold it. These aren't like Eggman's other robots. And he's like, I see no difference. So, Sonic's like, great, I got this guy to deal with now. So he meets up with Rouge, tells her about how he can hold back the virus if he runs. And how, and you know, she's giving orders to the other soldiers and such, and they're working on evacuation. And then Sonic goes to try and get some more survivors. And he meets up with Shadow, who just plows a truck through all these Zombots. It's so cool. It's so... I don't know. I genuinely, audibly was like, yes, when I saw this. I don't know why. Maybe just because it's so unexpected for, well, no, you would expect Shadow to do it, but any other Sonic character just plowing a truck through a crowd of... It's just weird. It's cool, though. And then Shadow does something that should have been done many issues ago. He calls Sonic on his shit. Which I'm so glad, because he's like, this is all your fault. You were the one who let Dr. Eggman go. And Sonic's like, well, I mean, how was I supposed to know it happened? But, Shadow as a... He says what I've basically been saying to Sonic this entire run, which is, shut up. Which is just great, because it's like, I'm in favor for Sonic and Shadow having a friendly rivalry. I really didn't like Boom, where their relationship was straight up antagonistic. And that's most of what we've seen from their relationship here. But this entirely works, because Shadow should be the one to call Sonic out when he does something wrong. And he did something wrong. He gets a talking to from Shadow, and he tells Shadow, like, hey, if you get infected, you should be able to run off like I can. Pay attention to that for later. Just throwing that out there. So Shadow begins to fight, and he says something that I assumed to be true, which is the metal virus shouldn't be able to infect him because he's the ultimate life form. His whole purpose for being created was that he was immune to diseases. He was created as a living cure, so it's weird that he would be able to be infected. Getting back to what I was talking about before, Sonic runs around, and they pay a nice little attention to detail that Sunset City is on the outskirts of Green Hill, or Green Hill is on the outskirts of Sunset City, however you want to say that. And there's a moment where I was like, is Sonic being an actual character? Where he looks at all the destruction, and he thinks about his friends who he's lost, you know, Charmy, Cheese, Chocola. I just now realized all of those start with C. And you can clearly see this look on his face where it's like, is this all my fault? Like, did I do this? And he's like, no, of course I didn't. You know, I did what was right. You know, how was I supposed to know it was going to happen? Like, you know, and of course, why would I act like an actual character? Why would I act the way any normal person would act in the situation? Why would I show any remorse? Which is like, here's the thing. This isn't over yet. This story arc isn't over. So, it's entirely possible that after what happens at the end of the story, and after seeing more destruction, Sonic could go, Shadow was right, it's all my fault. And he could fall, and he could show some remorse, and he could show a wide range of emotions. But I don't like the fact that he immediately, he's so forgiving of himself. And you could argue that's a trait that Archie Sonic had too, you know, after he hooked up with Fiona and saw Tails clearly was not liking that. He just kind of expected Tails to get over it. It wasn't until him and Tails physically fought and he had that thrown in his face that he was like, dude, I'm sorry, man, I didn't, I didn't mean to hurt you. So, I guess but I would have preferred if he had felt like it was his fault, and then someone else said that. Someone else said that, you know, it wasn't his fault, that he did the right thing. Because himself, just, I don't know, something about that really bothers me. Granted, maybe it's because I read a lot of books about, like, angsty heroes and stuff, but, like, I don't think it's much to ask for him to show some kind of emotion in the face of a disaster that is at least partly his fault. So, Shadow, he's fighting the Zombots, and he gets infected. So, I mean, I guess it's not hard to believe that he would be, you know, it's possible, although they specifically say that Eggman doesn't plan ahead enough, so me saying that, like, he specifically designed it so it would be able to infect Shadow so they couldn't use him as a cure, it's possible, but I don't know if I'm going to give Eggman that much credit. Yeah, so he gets infected, and, so he starts, and I was wondering, because you'll see in other scenes, Sonic, it spreads across him pretty quickly, but he doesn't have to be, like, constantly running to keep it off. But I wonder, because he's, like, still in a crowd, and he's still, like, having a bunch of contact with them, and he's still punching and kicking and stuff, and also the fact that he's having to concentrate on holding the metal virus back is probably slowing him down a bit. That's playing some part in the fact that it seems to be taking over a lot quicker than it did for Sonic. Yeah, so Sonic runs back, and he's grabbed by Metal Shadow, or Zombot Shadow is what they call him at the end, but, which this design is cool. I kind of wish, them releasing the alternate cover for the next issue didn't, you know, spoil it, but, you know, whatever. It looks cool. It'll be a cool fight. I mean, it kind of flies in the face of my theory about Sonic getting taken over by the Metal Virus and then Shadow having to fight him. Yeah, this is a cool design. I mean, it's pink, so there's that. But overall, this issue was good. I liked. It's weird because, like, on one hand, I want to say I like the fact that Shadow called Sonic out, but on the other hand, I think we as the reader are not supposed to agree with him. I think the reaction that they're trying to get from us is, nah, man, Shadow, you're just a jerk. Sonic did the right thing. Like, I don't know. It's weird. And I'm not even saying it would have been out of character what Sonic did. I'm saying it feels out of character for any rational thinking person to not feel somewhat responsible for what's... And I mean, I guess it's to their credit that scene in Green Hill kind of did show him feeling responsible, but I don't think that's enough. It's just like, this series is good. I would even as of recently with all the Zombot stuff, I would even say great. The thing that's holding it back throughout the entire run has been Sonic. Like, and you know, I would even say in the Archie comics, Sonic wasn't always the most interesting thing. But you could see his pathos, his relationship with Sally, his, you know, he would have, you know, internal struggles with Tails and Knuckles and the Freedom Fighters, and you know, all the other stuff. Like, he was a much more three-dimensional character. So, even when the other cool plot stuff with, like, I mean, I don't know, name an Archie Sonic plot wasn't happening, he was still a good protagonist. But here, it just, nothing he really does speaks to me. I don't know, it's weird, but, I don't know, and again, I say, it's probably the mandates. Like, anyone who's read any of those mandates knows how, like, controlling Sega is, but I don't know. It's weird. I like this issue. I like this series. I've liked this arc is off to a good start, but it's just when your main character is that distractingly, I don't know, it's just, ugh. But again, I say don't take it the wrong way. I did like this issue, but so yeah, overall, I recommend going out and getting it, just like I recommended going out and getting the rest of this arc, although I guess this arc just started, but I mean the whole Metal Virus story as a whole, which I'm really glad that the Metal Virus thing seems to be... I saw a thing, I think it's actually going to 2020, so that's cool. And also, if you didn't see, for my 200 subscriber special, I just released another Sonic theory about the origin of Sonic's powers, so I worked really hard on that. That was... a lot of hours of research and editing and all of that. So if you guys could go give that a watch, I would really appreciate it. And yeah, as always, thank you for watching. If you like what you see, be sure to leave a like, consider subscribing, help grow the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.